Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we'll be going over the final solo mission for the most recent event, that is for the Chupayev sister ship, and I'm going to be using H-42 or Grosser Kurfürst. Uh, I do kind of use her a little bit more often in events than other ships such as France and Kremlin and Victoria and Centurion and ships like that, but this is one of the best ships for this event and I beat the solo mission the first time I played it with said ship right here. So I'm going to try and do that again, and this time record it. That way I can show you what to do. So I have her fully secondary build, which does impact your accuracy, but it's not all terrible. You do have the most health in the game as a battleship, which means your turning and maneuverability is absolute trash. But if you keep at range, you're not all that bad off. You are going to want to take out the carrier as soon as possible, though. There's at least one here. So if I remember correctly, there's one carrier, one Shinano. There's 4 or 5 Doom Tentacles. There's a couple Doom Trackers that are going to try and hit your ship and do damage, but your secondaries can handle those. What else is there? There's a couple other things, but I didn't really have that hard of a time. There's now 3 or so. So we're going to just toss ourselves into the game and find out this way. Single challenge. Let's go. Create rooms, and let's just hop in because we can't do it with the team. So no point sitting around waiting for one. Alright, we have 1 Lafayette or Giscogna and 1 Chekhov. We have a Shinano, we have 3 Doom Trackers, which are the ones that are going to try and hit your ships, 4 Doom Tentacles, 1 L3, and 1 H-42. However, be careful because the H-42 is going to spawn right over here behind you, and the L3 right over here behind you. So you're going to have to immediately give yourself a good angle to bounce those shots. Though the H-42 went around the island last time, which saved me. And the L3, as you can see, it's right there. There's the other one. I'm angling towards the L3 because that one's not the biggest threat. And we're going to try and take out this Shinano because that is my main focus right now. We might as well put our plane out because I doubt we're going to get out of this unscathed. The Doom Trackers, you can't see them yet. They will show up pretty soon. And actually, the Shinano does stay in range really. Ooh, we hit someone. That's fine. The Shinano stays in range, or at least it did last time, pretty long, so you can actually shoot it relatively easily. Alright, so let's see. We need to finish off the Shinano as quickly as possible, even if I need to rush in a little bit. There's the Doom Tracker. I don't know what it is, but it goes down pretty easily to secondaries. So if you have a ship like, I don't know, an H-42, yeah, they go down relatively quickly, and you just ignore them completely, honestly. Alright, we need to finish off the Shinano as soon as possible. I'm going to angle in a little bit more so I can keep shooting her. She did turn towards the south last time I played this, but I don't think she's going to do that this time. Oh, no, maybe she's turning right now. It looks like she is. And we sank one of the Doom Trackers, which works out for us. The other one should be following soon. I already have over 200 secondary hits. Works for me. And I am getting kind of close to the tentacles, but they can't really do much to me, honestly. And they're definitely not the biggest threat. There goes the other Doom Tracker. Probably to the Gascogna. Actually, yeah. And one more salvo or two towards the Shinano. Should be able to finish up. We have a good angle towards the L3 still, and the H-42 is still behind the island, which is a good spot for her to be right now. So, not really in a bad spot. Finish her up? Yep, thank you. Awesome. This Doom Tracker is going to go down. Awesome. And now we're going to start spamming the tentacles with our high explosive. Can we focus on that one? gonna focus on that one. Slow it down a bit, and we're gonna start working over this L3 with our main guns. Which I have the 480s equipped, or the 19-inch guns. So they may not be the most accurate guns, but they do hurt a lot when they hit. As you can see here, and I even took out a main gun. As you can see, the secondaries are absolutely tearing this tentacle apart. They're shooting my Cheklov and other battleships, so I have a little bit of breathing room for right now. Once all the tentacles start shooting me, though, I will pull back to a better range. But until then, I'm going to take every shot I can get. We just lost our Chapayev. That's fine. It's expected. And our Lafayette will go down pretty soon. Actually, we're being shot at by the tentacles already. That's fine. They don't do that much. But I am still going to pull away. Because I need as much health as possible, because there's still an H-42. Just keep working over the L3 as much as I can. Never underestimate the power of the tentacles, because I've had so many missions just like this one where you think it's a set game and then you just slowly get whittled away. Now we still do have 4 heals, but if you can't use the heals, then they're pretty much worthless. So you have to remember to pull away when needed. I'm actually going to turn back out because the L3 is going to be the one that's focused on me. I'm actually going to switch to high explosive and burn L3. German battleships also have really, really good high explosive shells. They have the best armor penetration of all armor-piercing shells for battleships, and they do quite a bit of damage, and, well, they set lots of fires. Alright, so there's one tentacle down. Might as well do this one next. There's no real order needed, but I do need to burn this L3. Here we go, we got one fire. Last time I played this, I sank the L3 with armor piercing, and I burned the H-42. I don't know why I'm going so fast. I can slow down a bit. And so I'm kind of doing the same thing. Just gonna burn everything. In which case, Montana would actually be really good in that as well. I do have one event video with Montana where I just burned the absolute Jesus out of everything. I had like 36 fires by the time I was done. Actually, I think it was another tentacle event as well. Do I saw my plane up? Nope, she's down. It's fine. We're going to go back to armor piercing, considering we have a broadside now on L3. But we got a little bit more damage with our high explosive shells. Alright, time to use a heal. Alright, we just keep working over the ships one little by little. Lafayette's actually still surviving, considering I'm taking out the damage here. L3 is almost down. The next salvo should finish her off, and then we're going to start burning H-42. Because armor piercing at this range probably won't do that much. I am giving a little bit too much angle towards this L3. But it looks like I'll be okay. Yep, there she goes. Switch to high explosive. Got our plane in the air, so maybe we can spot her. Ooh, that was actually a pretty big hit from the tentacle there. And I'm here because if the tentacles start getting frisky and doing a lot of damage, I can just hide behind the island for a little bit and heal up. But for right now, we're okay. High explosive loaded. Well, let's turn around a little bit more. And let's start trying to work over this H-42. Pen for no damage, but I did destroy a secondary gun for what it's worth. How's my planes doing over here? Okay. I don't know what the anti-air characteristics of these tentacles are. I do remember that they do take down planes, but I don't know how well they do so. Still taking some minuscule damage from these tentacles. H-42 is going to give me broadside, however, so we are going to take advantage of that and load armor piercing. Gonna pop another heal and start giving myself a little bit better angle, because if H-42 starts shooting me, that's gonna hurt. She is burning though a little bit. This entire event is just who has the better angle, honestly. I'm just working her over, though she is going to be out of effective range. She's going to be behind the island for a little bit, which means we're going to have to come out and focus on her this way. That's fine, actually. Ooh, big chunk. This tentacle should be going down relatively quickly. There we go. What are you doing? Actually, can I log this? I think I can log this. Some of it. The front Alpha, Anton and Bruno, the first two turrets can get across. Didn't really do a lot of damage though. There's a lot of lag right now. Okay. Alright, so the tentacles are still under attack from secondaries. And we need to start working over this H-42 here. Ooh, there we go. There's some good damage. 26,000. We're actually going to turn around all the way. That way we can engage the tentacles once more, once we come out of the turn, and it gives us a good angle to ricochet all shots from this H-42. That does mean we only have 4 shells for right now, but that's okay. She's still giving us a good broadside to shoot at. Though she is turning in, maybe I'll have to burn her again, who knows. 888 secondary hits so far. Oh, never mind, that just went up. And we are now the last surviving ship on our team, as the Gascogna finally goes down, but she did survive for quite a while. Secondaries are opening up still on those tentacles, or at least the first one. I'm giving a little bit more broadside. I'm trying to swing around my front turrets for this H-42. And also avoid the island that is slowly creeping up on me. We got a main gun. I don't know if we destroyed it or not, though. Maybe we did. She only launched... Oh, no, there we go. She launched all 4 turrets. So I think we only damaged it temporarily. That's fine. A little bit of damage here now. My front turrets are finally turned all the way around. She is healing, unfortunately, but that's okay. More damage for me. I still have 1 heal myself. Destroyed some more secondary guns, but we're not really in a secondary duel, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, I need to shoot you right there. Still a decent ways away from the island here. I'm not too concerned about it. Could slow down a little bit though. Tentacles are still taking damage. We have over 1,000 secondary hits now. H-42 is giving me a bad angle to shoot at. I think she's going to turn all the way around. And we'll take advantage of that. Also, if you can't tell, these tentacles have 160,000 health on them, which is more than me combined them. I'm just letting my secondaries go to town on them. I can only imagine the amount of secondary damage I have right now. Gonna pop my last heal, not because I really need it, but because I am taking quite a bit of damage, and I'll be able to finish up this H42 momentarily. We're actually going to rush now because the H42 will go down in the next salvo. And I'm just going to let my secondaries work over all this tentacle here. Even the last one. Alright, so we should have the tentacle. Yep, there it goes. And the H42. Awesome. Gonna take back my fighter. And now we're just gonna take on this last tentacle. And honestly, I kind of want to just let my secondaries do it. That's always fun. Let's see, secondaries opening up now. Yep, you can watch just the damage that they get. Just 7,000 right off the bat. That was the first salvo. Second salvo. That didn't actually do anything. But it is constant. And it will do just 4,000. 7,500. It just goes down really quick. And the tentacles do burn. So if you light fires on them, they do actually burn down. It's not a lot of damage considering you have 160,000 health you're trying to destroy, but it does help. There's 6,000 right there. And yeah, I'm just gonna let it burn down a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna pause the video because I doubt you want to see. Ooh, wow, that was 9,000 damage right there. Just gonna let the secondaries work them over real quick here. Alright, so it shouldn't be too much longer now, and it looks like it's only the 8-inch high explosive secondaries that are really doing damage. These smaller ones are hitting, but not doing that much. And you can see she is on fire and burning. And just have to wait until she burns down and these ones hit. And there you go. The last tentacle is down, and we cleared the entire mission. Which is surprising because it's supposed to be the hardest one, yet I find it's the easiest one. So let's see how we did. I'm really curious about the secondary damage. 1,138,000 damage, 9 ships sunk, 160 shell hits, 3 aircraft shot down, 19 fires. And I wasn't really using high explosive on the main guns. I did use a little bit, but not a lot. 2 modules destroyed, 1,458 secondary hits. That might be a record for me, honestly. And let's take a look at the damages. 22,000 in high explosive main guns, 289,000 damage in armor piercing main guns, 218,000 damage in fires, and 611,000 damage in secondary battery hits. Oh my. Damages we received from shells, we received 141,000 damage, so we actually got more damage to ourselves than we had altogether. But we had some heals, so that helped out. But yeah, a lot of good damage. 208,000 damage on that tentacle here. Wow. But yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward. I find this to be the easiest mission, as long as you don't play something that's has absolute trash armor. If you use something like Yamato, you're probably not going to have as good as a result as I did here. But you can also use France or Montana. Let's see what else you could use. You can even use Alzus or Jones Arc if you wanted to. And there's plenty of options. You just need to have good high explosive shells and good shells at range and pretty decent armor. So if you can find a happy medium between all three of those, then yeah, try that ship out. For me, that's H42. A little less on the long range accuracy part, but she's good enough. Her shells hit and they hurt. With that, I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content, and join me tomorrow while we go over the stats clash for the Tier 5 carriers, as well as the final review for all Tier 5 ships that are currently in the game. And yeah, and then we'll be going over the next update, and afterwards we're going to go over some of the ships that still need reviews, such as Virginia, or what's her real name? Michigan? Yeah, that's her real name. So yeah, thank you for watching again. Thank you and take care.